Let us begin with our topic called as economy and government from the economics topic, chapter number 15 of class 10 standard. In my previous session, and we have discussed related to the introduction of the chapter called as economy as well as the government and about the Bharat Ratna, Sri M. Vishweshwaraya. About him, some sort of things were being said to understand the topic related to planning of the country called as India. Okay, in this topic, in this session, we are going to learn more about the 5-year plan. 5-year plans which are been prepared, which is called as a Panchvarsh Yojana. 5-year plans which are been prepared, they are being prepared keeping in a mind for the progress of the country. Progress of the country it is, right? There are many things are being there where there is a huge requirement of the development. India is a developing country which requires day-to-day development. As India, it's not only big in size of the population, but even if the area wise also if we talk, it's very big it is. So make everything in a proper way, to provide in a systematic way, and to fulfill the dreams of the Indian people and also the India itself. There are some sort of plannings are been required, and our government come with the planning called as a 5-year plan with different objectives. Okay, we know very well that there are 3 major sectors are there, which is called as a primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. These 3 sectors are very important. Today tertiary sector is also called as a service sector. These 3 sectors plays a very important role in the development of the economy of the country called as India, Bharat or Hindustan. Okay. What major things are being kept? See, our 5-year plan, which begins from the period of 1951 onwards. 1951 onwards, we have begun our 5-year plan. Almost we have crossed the 12th 5-year plan. Every 5-year plan, in the sense, it is a plan of 5 years. It is a plan of 5 years where the focus is being given towards the all-round development of the whole country. But when we talk about 1951, right, as the condition was totally different during that time, but our farmers, our forefathers, our government focused more on the development of the public as well as the other sectors also, right? So in this part, we can understand that in the 5-year plan, the major objective in the 5-year plan, the major objective which was kept, it was related to eradication of poverty. It was about which one? Eradication of poverty, which is one of the biggest challenge to the country called as India. Eradicating of poverty. Today, due to the focus on the eradication of poverty, 25 crores peoples are being eradicated from the poverty line. Today in this 2024, almost 25 crores of population is being eradicated from the poverty. And focus is given towards which one? Towards the standard of living. If poverty is being eradicated, automatically standard of living it improves. So focus is given towards the eradication of which one? Poverty, which is the primary objective of which one? Of this 5-year plan, Panchvarsh Yojana. Primary objective is. Moreover, there are many more things are being there. Like if we provide the employment opportunities or increase of the employment opportunities, definitely there what we can see eradication of the poverty line. Definitely we will see. Okay, with that simultaneously focus if it is being given towards our all the 3 sectors, again what we can see there is a deduction in the poverty line. So 5-year plan focus majorly on the which one? On the eradication of the poverty and improvement in the way in the standard of living it is. So when we look over our national income, if you look over our national income, it was on an average rate of 3.5 percentage. It was on an average rate of 3.5 percentage from the period of 1951 we have been talking. Our national income average rate was 3.5 percentage. It's a per annum for the whole per annum whole year. Then what we have seen that next 20 years, what he sees, next 20 years there was a great development and from 3.5 percentage it moved to 5 percentage next 20 years. So it was a period from 1950 to the period of 1990, up to that period. Okay, every 20 years there was a growth here. So in the 20 years, initial 20 years, there was a growth of how much? 5 percentage growth it was. During 1919 to 91 to 2000, 1991 to 2000, a decade, 10 years, there was a growth of 5.6. There was a 0.6 growth we saw. It's our national income. Okay, 1991 to 2000, in a 10 years, there was a growth of 5.6, from 5% to 5.6. And the very next year you can see in the year 2001 to 2010, again for 10 years, there was a growth of 7.3. There was a big jump from 5.6 to 7.3. The growth of the country, economy of the country called as India, our national income. Our national income in the year 2010, it reached to 7.3 percentage, and from there onwards we didn't look back and we continued our total growth. We continued. This growth, it was possible because of the development of the development of the national income in which one? In three sectors: primary, secondary, as well as the service sector. Primary, secondary and service sector. If these three sectors are being grown, automatically the word called as a development of which one? Of our national income, it automatically jumps. Automatically it jumps. Right? Because these three contributes lot in the way in the development of the economy of a country. If we give an example, if we take an example of primary sector, agriculture. Agriculture comes under the primary sector, and we very well know that agriculture, once upon a time, it was referred as a backbone of economy of the country called as India. Backbone, as 50% of the annual income was derived from the primary sector called as agriculture. Then there was a progress, right? There was a growth in the industrial sector, which is an example of the secondary. Then further more growth it was when that is where it was referred as a tertiary sector. Tertiary sector is nothing but service sector. Okay, requirement of a movement of the goods from one sector to the another sector. Now there was a tremendous, it was been growth, which caused what it is that a very fine growth we have seen in our all the three sectors, and this is possible just because of because of the 5-year plans. It was the growth it reached in such a way that due to the introduction of 5-year plan, we become self-sufficient. We become self-sufficient in the production of the food grains. We became self-sufficient in the production of the food grains, and it reached to 315 million tons. 315 million tons of the production we have seen just by the introduction of the 5-year plans. So this shows that we became self-sufficient. There is no need to depend on other nations to import the goods to fulfill the stomach of the home of the Indians. There is no need. Today you can observe that the government of India is giving free supply of rations to the countrymen 80 crore of population are getting free supply of ration every month. This is there due to the focus is being given towards the production of the agriculture sector. Moreover, even in this 5-year plans, focus was even given towards the employment sector, giving the works. Employment in nothing but generating of the works. Okay, we can easily generate, or the government focus on the generation of generating the employment even in the rural sector also by improving cottage industries. Cottage industries are those industries which are run by the family members. We call it as a cottage industry. Giving focus towards the small scale industries. Small scale industries are those industries which are being, with the help of few people, the industries are being run. That is a small scale industries. And moreover, improvement of the large scale industry. These industries will help in the way in generating of the employment opportunities. This shows what it is, that there is a continuous growth, it was being there. Right. So in this way, government what it did, it continually focus on the development of the sectors. But somewhere due to the growth of the heavy population, there is somewhat we can say small disturbance in the growth of, as the speed of the growth has little bit reduced. It's because of to give all it, as it didn't reach to the up to the people. So today government in its 5-year plan, he has moved with the inclusive growth. Which growth? Inclusive growth. According to this, the government is focusing on all round development of the country. All round development it is, without leaving any of the subject. Now here subject doesn't refers to our textbooks. Subject refers to the like education, it is one subject. Transportation, it is one subject, right? Okay, we can add example related. Agriculture, it is one subject. In this way, so government totally focus on those all sectors, right? This made what it is, that there was a tremendous in the growth. Now let us understand how there was a big development in the agriculture sector, by the topic called as a green revolution. Okay, so many times I say you dear students that just by not only by the listening, even the points which are been written down on the board, by just noting down those points, you can easily prepare your notes also. Easily it will help you to prepare. So well, it's a talk related to how we are going to improve our study. So when we talk about improving our studies, major focus should be given towards the listening as well as the writing. So whenever you think related to make more perfect in the studies, always with listening, keep the notebooks and pens always with you, so that easily you can note down the points which are being written or which you listen over. So let us move with a topic called as a green revolution. Okay, the word itself, what it is, it's a green it is. It's a green it is, revolution it is. We are going to talk related to the revolution part. So revolution which refers to the which one? Quick change. Okay, and which sector we are talking? We are talking about the agriculture sector. There was a quick change, revolution. Okay, quick change in the agriculture sector, and this is a topic related to which one? Related to the green revolution. It's about green revolution. In this green revolution topic, we are going to learn related to how there was a tremendous growth in the agriculture sector. There was a German scientist called as a Dr. Norman Borlaug. A German scientist who worked related to the seeds, high yielding variety of seeds, and focus was given towards the word called as a product called as a wheat, high yielding variety of seeds. And successfully what he did, he worked on it, and that high yielding variety of seeds was tested in Mexico and Taiwan. It was tested, and the result caused what it is that there was a tremendous growth in the product called as a wheat. What it is? It's a high yielding variety of seeds. Okay, where it was been concentrated on the product called as a wheat, and where it was been done tested Mexico as well as the Taiwan. Result caused what it is, there was a tremendous growth. Even it was decided by in the country called as India also to focus on it, and the focus was being done towards those areas where, as because just by moving with the high yielding variety of seeds will not give the fruitful results. There is a requirement, other requirements are also been there. Like in the agriculture sector, to have any sort of production, the major contribution is done by the which one? By the water, which is very one of the essential product. So water in the sense, what should be there? Irrigation facility. Just by sowing the seeds will not give the good result. Moreover that we are need of a great need of a irrigation. Okay, and somewhere if there is a need of the pesticides, right, insecticides, in these sectors also some sort of things are being needed to be watched. If then it is, if those all things are being added, automatically what we can have the good production, we can have it. So in India, in the country called as India, what was been done, it was decided to use the high yielding variety of seeds to those areas where there is a easy availability of water, like the northern part from the Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. In some such states, what was being used, the high yielding variety seed called as a wheat was being used, and result caused what it is that there was a tremendous progress. What it was? There was a tremendous progress was being seen. Okay. Now from here, right, to have these all things, one person played a very important role called as a M. Swaminathan. Who played? M. Swaminathan played a very important role in the production part, in the towards the development in the way in the agriculture sector. So M. Swaminathan is having his own role. He is having his own role in the way in the country called as India. Right? Okay. Let us understand about M. Swaminathan and his contribution in our next session. And as I always say, don't forget to like, comment as well as subscribe. Thank you.